listen to the address of Amilcar Cabral, who was then the leader of the liberation movement in Guinea-Bissau. He appealed to the UN for support of their armed struggle in Africa against the Portuguese government. And you may not believe it, but as a result of his appeal, the UN voted not only to recognize Amilcar Cabral's party as the only legitimate representative of the people whom the Portuguese pretend to rule, but they voiced their support, they voted their support for armed struggle against the Portuguese. This is a resolution which passed on the floor of the UN. You know who voted against that resolution? France, a former colonialist power. Britain, a former colonialist power. Portugal, South Africa, and one more country. I don't even have to tell you what the name of that country is. A few months ago, Amilcar Cabral was ruthlessly assassinated by agents of Portuguese colonialism because he and his movement were becoming far too dangerous, far too great a threat to Portuguese colonialism and to the imperialist hold over Africa in general. And of course, the death of Cabral was a very serious setback for the national liberation movements. In the first place, for the movement in Guinea-Bissau and Cape Verde, but also for the national liberation movements throughout Africa, in Mozambique, in Angola, in Zimbabwe, and throughout the continent where there continues to be colonialist domination. Yet, those of us who are involved in the global battle against imperialism know that such setbacks are only temporary. They are not permanent defeats because they cannot halt the tide of resistance. The liberation struggle in Guinea-Bissau continues to rage on.